Hey guys, it's Metro, and today we're out here on the Pine Mountain Trail. I'm out here with my buddy G from the AT. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you, brother?
Can't complain. We're gonna be doing overnight at Riffle Rocks, meeting up with Johnny Camper and the kid. It's gonna be a beautiful day, so let's keep moving. All right, guys, here is a map of the Pine Mountain Trail. A lot of people want to see what it looks like, so if you hit pause, it might help you to see what the map looks like. But today, guys, we are going to WJSB, and we are going to be at Riffle Rocks campsite. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that is our destination for the day on the Pine Mountain Trail. All right, guys, so on the Pine Mountain Trail, I definitely recommend using a type of permethrin. It is a little early in the year, but you can never be too safe. This lasts 6 weeks, and it's non-staining. This is like an aerosol. You pick this up for about $11 from REI. But as you hit the trail, especially in the spring, I definitely recommend treating your gear with permethrin. I know this might be a little bit because of me hiking last year on the AT, trying to avoid ticks, but hey, if you can avoid ticks at all costs, this is worth it. Check it out. Well, guys, it looks like the blooms are just now starting to arrive, the mountain laurel. Beautiful flower, guys, beautiful. All right, guys, again, mile 22, only 1 mile in on the Pine Mountain Trail, but Riffle Rocks is a very close campsite to camp at if you're interested, so make sure you check that out on the Pine Mountain Trail. All right, guys, Riffle Rocks campsite. As you can see, you got Johnny Camper and the kid hanging out here. We're gonna be out here in a beautiful night. It looks like there's not a cloud in the sky. The water looks good. All right. All right, guys, so I've had some questions about how to set up the Unbound 2, and it's real simple in terms of just the overall starting process. If anything, guys, all I can say is just make sure you pull out the tent and lay it out flat like you see here, and loosely put stakes in the corner. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'll be right back. So in terms of my stakes, I use the Nemo air pin, which are I guess these green gold looking pins here. I use 2 shepherd's hooks, so 4 air pins, 2 shepherd's hooks, and then 2 groundhog style by Vargo. So these would go on the vestibule. The air pins would go on the corners, and then the shepherd's hook would be on the pullouts on the edges of my tent. Okay, guys, so another key thing with these Dyneema tents is you want to, when you are setting up the tent, leave the vestibule unzipped as you attach one of your vestibules to the ground. That way you can not only make sure you're lined up in the back there, but also make sure your floor is nicely pulled out. So again, the corners are still loose, but these are nice and tight in terms of the trekking poles. The vestibules have been zipped down. Let's move to the corners. I pulled the guy lines out here on the edges of the tent, but again, you can see how I've adjusted the corners to get a nice tight pitch here. And this is the Unbound 2, again, by Hyperlite Mountain Gear. Whatever Dyneema tent you have, if it's a trekking pole tent, this is pretty much the same strategy. Again, start loose and then make it tight. All right, guys, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I love Flextail products. In fact, I use the Zero Pump all the way from Springer Mountain to Mount Katahdin. Well, this is the Zero Pump 2, which only weighs 1 ounce, and this is the Zero Pillow. This is multi-purpose. I use it on my sleeping pad as well as my pillow, and as you can see, it's super efficient. This pillow right here is excellent because it has a strap on the back, and it's easy to put on the back of your sleeping pad. So you can see how quickly the Zero Pump will inflate my sleeping pad here. This is something I think that everybody should have in their pack. Use code METRO, you'll get a special discount on Flextail. Use code METRO15 for a special discount on Flextail. So again, I love this pillow because it's got the strap on the back here. I'm gonna go ahead and attach it to my pad here. But again, this makes sure your pillow doesn't flip off in the middle of the night. So as you can see, easy attachment there on the sleeping pad. And it doesn't come off. That is awesome. This is the Trailcook 1.2 liter and the 2 liter. Now, why would I be carrying Jetboil in this capacity? Well, when you are hanging out with friends at camp, sometimes you need to cook a little extra food. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna have spaghetti and meatballs. So we're going to cook the pasta in this large 2 liter, and then we're going to cook the meatballs in the 1.2 liter. But this is just enough. I mean, this is obviously a huge cook system for multiple people, but again, it gives you the idea of what I'm using on trail. Now, some of the things that I like about these systems specifically is, one, it's got these rubber covered handles. I should say that. That's a mouthful. Rubber coated handles here, but it's got some really cool features in terms of having a ceramic inside, make sure things don't stick. But down below, it seems to be a lot more stable in terms of a cook system itself. The stabilizer on the fuel canister, it has a self-starting lighter there for the stove itself, and the design actually keeps the pot on the stove a lot easier, especially when there's some water in there for keeping things stable. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook off dinner tonight, show you what this looks like. The Trailcook Jetboil Trailcook 1.2 as well as the 2 liter. Let's go. So we have Johnny Camper here going to use half of the noodles, right? Not all of them. We're going to do half to start to see if we got a mix here, right? And you're gonna, that way we can see if it cooks down properly.
I think we might need more water.
I got some more water. All right, so spaghetti and noodles.
Maybe a little bit more.
Maybe a little more? All right. Well, look at that water. It's going quick, man.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, man. Look at this over here, too. It's Boil-O-Matic.
I don't know if you know about that thing, frying broom.
Oh, yeah.
Like my dad, when he heard
There you
that,
go. Turn it down a
those
little bit.
potato chips right there. So like old head.
This is all right. Yes, chef. What do you think, though? The system so far?
Yeah, I'll tell you, yeah. 4 people.
Now, just in case, I also brought something else. Want to see what I brought?
The backup.
Nor Spam.
That's your favorite.
Well, since it's a larger pan here, I'm thinking that if we put it on low, you could have some crispy Spam in here without it sticking. What do you think?
No, I don't want mine. I want spaghetti and meatballs.
Truth hurts, guys. He is not a Spam fan,
No,
right?
I eat Spam.
You do?
I want spaghetti and meatballs.
But just in case, we have this extra.
Well, we got backup. Also brought my backup piece.
What's your backup?
Well, it's just not ramen noodles. That's all. Just ramen noodles.
So you go back and forth. Is it ramen or ramen?
Well, it's ramen to me.
Yeah.
For 40 years, that's all I heard from my family and my wife. And 6 years in Korea, it's ramen.
Let me see this backup. Ramen.
But we see it here. This is, you've had this, yours.
It's spicy.
Yeah, you had that, remember?
Super spicy.
You had that one before.
Super spicy.
But you didn't think it was spicy. I remember you didn't think
I
so.
felt it was spicy the next day, though.
But
More water?
Not got no sauce?
That should be enough.
If I only use half sauce, I can get that 3 to a 6, right?
There you go. Let's see what the final product looks like. There we go. Spaghetti and meatballs, guys. All right. This is completely vegan, right?
Grass-fed beef.
Oh.
Mechanically separated chicken.
That's what it said. That's what it said on there. Hey, Gavin, that's what it said on the back.
Yeah.
Good.
On the Buckley taste test, out of 5 stars. 1, never do this again. 2, might do it again. 3, that's all right. 4, oh, this is great, but I may not have it on every camp trip. Or 5, I gotta have this every time. Where are we at?
4.
4, all right. There you go. Buckley taste test. Spaghetti and meatballs. Let's go.
Well, wait a minute. On the Yucca scale, 1 to 100, It's rated as 3.
So out of 4 to 5 stars, it's 4 over
The
here.
spaghetti and meat, or the meatballs is rated 3.
Yeah, the meatballs is rated 3.
The noodles are probably rated a little higher.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so with the bug season just around the corner, I wanted to show you this tiny Repel, also made by Flextail. It's tools 2 purposes. So you see these little slots here. There are these little cartridges that you put inside of the lantern itself right here. And as you heat it up by clicking on this button here on the left, it will activate the cartridge, but it's also a lantern. So you can actually set up these lanterns like this one on different trees to help illuminate your camp, but also get rid of mosquitoes. There he is. There he is. There's the guys. Again, the Flextail Tiny Repel. If you guys want to learn more about it, click the link down below. But also, if you use code METRO15, 15% discount on all Flextail products. Check it out. All right, guys, so we were up early. It's about 9 o'clock or so. We're just hitting the trail, having a little bit of a hike to Cascade Falls before we head out today. Johnny Camper and the kid decided to take off a little early. I had some stuff to do, but I'm gonna show you the waterfalls just in case you guys are looking to make a weekend trip out here on the Pine Mountain Trail. Riffle Rocks is a good campsite, but it is right off the trail, so there's gonna be a lot of traffic throughout the night, and you're gonna hear a lot of different things throughout the night in terms of people coming and going. So keep that in mind, but here's the waterfalls. All right, guys, this is Big Rock Falls. Got some more waterfalls to go, but it is a beautiful day. All right, guys, this is Cascade Falls. This is about a mile, mile and a quarter maybe from Riffle Rocks. There's G. He's gonna give you some perspective on what the waterfall actually looks like in terms of depth and length and so forth. So here we go. There's G. Oh. To walk right out to the waterfall. See? Good times out here on the Pine Mountain Trail. All right. So regardless of who you are, always take the first step and get outside. Doesn't matter if you're on the Pine Mountain Trail, 23-mile trail, the Appalachian Trail or beyond, as long as you're getting out and exercising, that's what it's all about. And to kind of further that point, hike local. You don't have to drive forever and ever to get to a destination just to explore the outdoors. Find your local spot and get on trail and train. Because the more you get familiar with being on the outdoors, the better your experience will be for you when you hit a bigger trail. So hike local, train often. Let's keep moving. All right, guys, we're at Bumblebee Ridge campsite, 1.6 miles to the TV tower. Short in and out hike to the waterfalls. Again, this is Bumblebee Ridge campsite. All right, guys, we have made it to our destination at WJSP Tower. Mile marker 23. We came back to the same place we came from on the Pine Mountain Trail. All right, guys, I'm out here with my friend named Shawn, and Shawn creates these lovely turtles that are actually glow-in-the-dark with holograms. Shawn, you want to tell us a little bit more about them?
Started 3D printing a number of years ago, and my wife found the pattern for the turtles. People seem to really like them, and I try to make people's day by giving them a turtle. It makes people smile. I had one woman in Hawaii who I gave her a turtle. She just asked my wife to help her get something off the shelf because she was kind of handicapped. And I said, here, this is for you. And she said, why me? I said, why not? And she just smiled and made my day, making her day.
Yeah.
And that's my goal, is just to make somebody smile and make the world a slightly better place every day.
Well, how can they find you and find out more about this turtle?
You go to Facebook and you look under David Lizard Turtle.
Yeah.
You can find him and friend, and you can see the page without friending. But if you have a turtle or you have a lizard, feel free to friend, and then you can start posting turtles. I do not sell them, so don't ask. I just give them away on our travels.
All right, guys, check it out. Shawn, thank you so much. I just got my own turtle for the day. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Let's keep moving. Cool. All right, so that's that. So if you found any value in this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and send me your comments as I do respond. As always, thanks for watching, but until next time, let's keep moving.